the sky above Los Angeles burned a terrifying crimson. It was January 2025, and wildfires raged across the hills, fueled by drought and driven by relentless winds. The air choked with smoke, a thick haze obscuring the iconic Hollywood sign. Flames devoured million-dollar mansions and humble homes alike, leaving behind a trail of ash and despair. When the smoke cleared, the death toll stood as a stark reminder of nature's fury. 128 souls lost, hundreds more injured. The city, once a symbol of glamour and opportunity, was scarred, a stark warning of the escalating threat of wildfires in a warming world. The 2025 Los Angeles wildfires were a wake-up call, a terrifying glimpse into a future where such events are not the exception, but the norm. Scientists and policymakers around the world have long warned of the escalating dangers of climate change, and these fires, with their devastating human cost, brought the message home with horrifying clarity. The question is, will we heed the warning? In the wake of the Los Angeles disaster, a chilling study emerged, adding scientific weight to the growing fears about wildfire risk. Conducted by researchers at the University of Science and Technology of China, the study, published in the prestigious journal Nature Climate Change, painted a stark and unsettling picture of the future. Using sophisticated modeling techniques and drawing on a massive database of historical fire data, the researchers made a terrifying prediction. By the year 2100, outdoor fires will increase by a staggering 22.2% globally. This increase, driven by the relentless march of climate change, is not merely a statistical abstraction. It represents a very real and present danger to human life and property, a threat that will touch every corner of the globe. The study serves as a stark reminder that the consequences of our inaction on climate change are not some distant, abstract threat, but a clear and present danger to ourselves and future generations. The study's projections of a 22.2% increase in outdoor fires by 2100 translate into a horrifying human toll. The researchers estimate that, without significant action to mitigate climate change, wildfires will claim an additional 335,000 lives every year by the end of the century. That's 335,000 families torn apart, 335,000 futures extinguished. And the human cost goes far beyond fatalities. The study also predicts a staggering 1.1 million injuries annually due to wildfires, leaving countless individuals with life-altering scars, both physical and emotional. These numbers are not just statistics. They represent real people, real lives upended by the growing threat of wildfires. From the vineyards of California to the Australian outback, from the Amazon rainforest to the savannas of Africa, the world is facing a growing wildfire crisis, and the human cost is set to be catastrophic. The study's findings suggest a future where wildfires are not just more frequent, but also more intense, spreading faster and burning hotter, fueled by drier vegetation and hotter temperatures. This terrifying scenario has profound implications for human societies. The economic costs of fighting these megafires will be astronomical, straining national budgets and diverting resources away from essential services. The ecological damage will be equally severe, with entire ecosystems destroyed and countless species pushed to the brink of extinction. But perhaps the most worrying aspect of this fiery future is the social and political instability it could unleash. As wildfires displace communities, destroy livelihoods, and exacerbate existing inequalities, they have the potential to fuel conflict and migration on an unprecedented scale. The image of a world ravaged by fire is not a dystopian fantasy. It is a very real possibility if we fail to act decisively on climate change. Section 5. Unpacking the Science of the Inferno. The University of Science and Technology of China study's dire predictions are not based on mere speculation. They are the result of a rigorous scientific analysis, using a powerful combination of data modeling and climate projections. The researchers began by compiling a comprehensive database of global fire incidents from 2003 to 2020. This database included information on the location, size, and intensity of each fire, as well as meteorological data such as temperature, wind speed, and humidity. The researchers then used this data to train a sophisticated computer model to simulate the behavior of wildfires under different climate scenarios. By feeding the model with projections of future temperature and rainfall patterns from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, the researchers were able to project the likely future frequency and intensity of wildfires around the world. Section 6. Shifting landscapes of fire. The study did not just predict an overall increase in fire activity, it also revealed some surprising trends in the types of fires we can expect to see more of in the future. While the study predicted a decrease in building fires by 4.6% by 2100, likely due to improved building codes and fire safety measures, it projected a worrying increase in vehicle fires, up by 11.6%. This increase is likely linked to the rising popularity of electric vehicles, which, while better for the environment in the long run, pose a higher fire risk due to their lithium-ion batteries. However, the most dramatic increase was reserved for outdoor fires, with a projected surge of 22.2% by 2100. This category encompasses a wide range of fires, from forest fires to grassland fires to peatland fires, all fueled by the increasing heat and dryness brought on by climate change. The projected increase in outdoor fires is particularly alarming, given their potential to release massive amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, further exacerbating climate change in a dangerous feedback loop. Section 7. A World on Fire, Regional Impacts. While the threat of wildfires is global, the study highlights specific regions that are particularly vulnerable to this growing danger. Unsurprisingly, areas already prone to wildfires, such as Australia, California, and the Mediterranean region, are projected to experience the most significant increases in fire activity. However, the study also warns that climate change is expanding the reach of wildfires, making them a growing threat in regions not traditionally accustomed to them. One such region is the United Kingdom, a country known for its cool, damp climate. However, the study predicts that even the UK will not be spared from the global wildfire crisis. As temperatures rise and rainfall patterns become more erratic, the UK is likely to experience more frequent and intense heat waves, drying out vegetation and creating ideal conditions for wildfires to ignite and spread. Section 8. The Urgent Call for Climate Action. The University of Science and Technology of China's study leaves us in no doubt. The future is on fire, and we are the arsonists. The study's findings are not a prophecy of inevitable doom, but a stark warning, a call to action to avert a global catastrophe. We have the knowledge, the technology, and the resources to tackle climate change and mitigate the threat of wildfires. What we need now is the political will and the collective determination to act before it's too late. We must transition away from fossil fuels and embrace renewable energy sources, invest in sustainable land management practices, and strengthen our disaster preparedness and response systems. But most importantly, we need to come together as a global community, united in our commitment to protect our planet and secure a safe and livable future for generations to come. Section 9. Towards a fire-resilient future. The fight against climate change and the growing threat of wildfires is not just about reducing greenhouse gas emissions, it's also about adapting to the changes that are already underway. This means developing and implementing innovative fire management strategies, such as controlled burns to reduce fuel loads, early warning systems to alert communities to fire danger, and fire-resistant building materials to protect homes and infrastructure. It also means rethinking our relationship with fire, recognizing that it is a natural part of many ecosystems and that we need to find ways to coexist with it safely. This includes educating communities about fire safety, promoting responsible forest management practices, and supporting research into fire-adapted building techniques. The challenge before us is immense, but it is not insurmountable. By embracing innovation, collaboration, and a shared sense of urgency, we can build a fire-resilient future and protect our planet